Badminton House, the ancestral seat of the Duke of Beaufort in Gloucestershire, is renowned for its historical significance and is the venue for the Badminton Horse Trials, one of the most prestigious events in the equestrian calendar. Held annually in May, the trials attract over 160,000 visitors, transforming the estate into a festival of sport and tradition. While the house itself does not have widely documented ghost stories, the surrounding region is rich with paranormal lore, particularly in nearby villages and estates. This narrative weaves together true sightings and historical paranormal stories, blending the atmospheric setting of the horse trials with the eerie tales that linger in the Gloucestershire countryside. Badminton House, dating back to the 17th and 18th centuries, was purchased by the Worcesters in 1608 and became the home of the first Duke of Beaufort, who invested heavily in its construction. The estate, with its serene lake and sprawling parkland, provides a stunning backdrop for the horse trials, which began in 1949 to prepare British riders for the Olympics. The event's historical and atmospheric setting, combined with the area's deep-rooted folklore, fosters an environment where tales of the supernatural are often shared among locals and visitors, especially during the trials when the estate buzzes with excitement. While Badminton House itself lacks specific ghost stories, several nearby locations report paranormal phenomena, adding to the region's mystique. These stories, though not directly tied to the house, contribute to the eerie ambience that permeates the area, particularly during the horse trials when the landscape feels alive with history. White Rose Cottage, nestled in a quiet corner near Badminton. White Rose Cottage is haunted by the apparition of a lady in a black dress. Witnesses describe her gliding through the house at night, her movements purposeful, as if guarding a hidden secret. One account from a former resident in the 1990s recalls waking to see the figure standing at the foot of their bed, her face obscured before she vanished into the shadows. Located at 39 The Street, All Cannings, Wiltshire, this cottage's mystery fuels speculation about what or whom she protects, adding a chilling allure to the area's rural charm. The Check-In, in the heart of Badminton. The Check-In, a historic pub, is a hotspot for ghostly encounters. Patrons and staff have reported apparitions in period clothing, think 18th century frock coats and lace, wandering through the bar, only to disappear when approached. A particularly vivid sighting involves a man in a powdered wig, seen hunched over a table, scribbling poetry with a quill. In 2005, a bartender claimed to have watched him for several seconds before he faded away, leaving behind a faint scent of ink and wax. Situated at 79 Woodland View, North Rotten, Wiltshire, the pub's spectral visitors evoke a sense of stepping into a bygone era, especially during the lively evenings of the horse trials. Old Hankerton Vicarage, approximately 12 miles from Badminton. This vicarage is home to one of the oddest hauntings in the region, a disembodied pair of legs clad in grey flannel trousers, seen strolling through the property before vanishing. In the 1980s, a family living there reported the legs appearing in their drawing room, moving with purpose as if heading somewhere, only to dissolve into thin air. The phenomenon, linked to the Edwardian era based on the trouser style, remains unexplained, with no historical figure identified. This peculiar tale adds a quirky yet unsettling layer to the area's paranormal tapestry. Woodchester Mansion, located 12 miles from Badminton. Woodchester Mansion is a Gothic revival masterpiece left unfinished, making it a magnet for paranormal activity. The mansion's chapel is particularly active, with reports of a tall, shadowy apparition looming in the corners and an elderly woman who grabs unsuspecting visitors, her grip cold and fleeting. During World War II, the mansion served as a temporary morgue, after a pontoon bridge collapse killed several Canadian soldiers, whose restless spirits are said to roam the halls. In 2003, a paranormal investigation team recorded EVPs of men's voices whispering in the cellar, and visitors frequently report poltergeist activity, such as stones falling from the ceiling and unexplained lights flickering. The mansion's history includes an 1840 sighting of the second Earl of Douchy's father appearing at a dinner party, his ghostly form startling guests. These stories make Woodchester a focal point for ghost hunters, its eerie reputation resonating across the region. Beyond specific locations, the countryside around Badminton is alive with reports of ghostly figures and the sound of phantom horse hooves, particularly at dusk or on misty nights. In the 1970s, a local farmer claimed to have seen a cloaked figure riding a spectral horse near the estate's boundaries, the hoofbeats echoing long after the figure vanished. These phenomena may tie to the area's history as part of royal forests, such as the nearby Forest of Dean, used for centuries as hunting grounds by nobility. During the horse trials, the sound of hooves, real and perhaps supernatural, blends with the event's energy, leading some to wonder if the spirits of past huntsmen or riders linger, watching the modern spectacle unfold. One evocative story, often shared among trial-goers, centers on a fleeting encounter during the 1994 Badminton Horse trials. A spectator, camping near the estate's lake, awoke at midnight to the sound of galloping hooves. Expecting to see a stray horse, they peered out to find nothing but fog. Moments later, a figure in a tattered riding coat appeared at the edge of the campsite, staring silently before dissolving into the mist. The spectator, a seasoned equestrian, swore the figure resembled a 19th century rider, perhaps a huntsman lost to time. While unverified, the tale has become part of the trial's oral tradition, whispered around campfires as proof that Badminton's history is never far away. The Badminton Horse Trials, a 5-day, 5-star event, is steeped in tradition, with cross-country courses winding through the estate's historic parkland. While no specific ghost stories are tied to the trials themselves, the combination of the area's paranormal lore and the event's atmospheric setting creates a fertile ground for supernatural tales. The sound of horse hooves, whether from competitors or spectral riders, and the sight of misty fields at dawn evoke a sense of timelessness. Participants and spectators, immersed in the estate's grandeur, often share stories of strange feelings or fleeting glimpses of figures in the distance, attributing them to the region's haunted heritage. Badminton House may not have its own ghost stories, but the surrounding Gloucestershire countryside is a treasure trove of paranormal lore. From the protective lady of White Rose Cottage to the haunted halls of Woodchester Mansion, reports of ghostly figures and phantom horse hooves near the estate, possibly tied to its history as a hunting ground or its equestrian legacy, add a layer of intrigue to the Badminton Horse trials. As riders gallop through the parkland and spectators gather under ancient oaks, they do so in a landscape where the past feels ever present, and the boundary between the living and the dead grows thin. The trials, already a celebration of skill and tradition, become an experience steeped in mystery, where every hoofbeat might carry an echo of the supernatural. Many thanks for treading this tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, follow, subscribe, and comment below.